Congo, they are led by head coach so the DRC team, this lineup was at number 4, Zola, at number 5, Bahati, at number 6, Kenya Bukumi, at number 7, Bebera, at number 8, Bahati, number 9, Lukia Neo, number 10, Asene, number 11, Ashika, number 12, Yamurenia, number 13, Kona, number 14, Mundonga, and number 15, Malamba. Head coach is for this game we have the crew chief in Faisal Saud from Morocco, assisted by the lining up the Asian team on the floor, number 4, Cabo, number 5, Kikoki, number 6, Odido, number 8, Fernando, number 9, Bundi, number 10, Otai, number 11, Marco, number 13, Onyando, number 14, Arena, and number 15, Lonzo. If you are pleased able to stand and you stand in the national champion of Kenya and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
These are the African Champ qualifiers. Of course, the qualifying team from these competitions will be going to Brazil to face off in the 2025 Under-23 Men's World Championships. And over here, we, of course, will be watching the Kenyan team, who have played 3 games so far, having taken a loss against Egypt and Libya, but having 1 win against Liberia, while the C team, having played 2 games, this is their 3rd, are looking for their first win for today. And with 1 minute to go, we have DR Congo, who are in white, who will be facing off the Kenyans, who are in red today. And we are ready to go as crew chief Faisal Saud from Morocco will be taking the jump ball for the gentleman. And we wait. And we've got the go ahead. And DRC win the first possession, but lose the ball off of a long pass there from their number 5, Justin Bahati. Justin Bahati has been quite the phenomenal player so far, even though DRC have yet to find a win. And there he is, but he loses the ball over the line. And Kenya now have the opportunity to start off their campaign in this win. And again, Kenya have 1 win so far in their 3-game span, while DRC are looking for a first win in this in their 3rd matchup today. And Kenya almost immediately starting off in a press break with DRC picking up man-to-man, quite full court. And the first foul has been committed by number 4 from the DRC team, which is Chino Basola. It is a good thing to note here that both of these teams are new to the under 23 championship qualifiers. This is their first competition at this tournament, and it's amazing to see as DRC are back down the floor. But a well-placed number 11 from Kenya will pick up, will draw the foul. And in fact, he is called on the foul as he undercut the player too short there. Still DRC's ball. And DRC are moving the ball around, trying to find a way inside with Bendero, who misses his attempt, and the ball is quickly down the floor. Kenya going in for the basket attempt, but unfortunately lose the ball over the baseline, and that will, of course, give the ball back into the hands of DRC. As we, of course, are still waiting for that first basket as both of these teams try and find their stride. Both seem to be opting for a full-court man press, which, can either give you a great opportunity to run the floor if you can press break that, or give the defense, of course, the stop they need. And as Kenya gets the hand inside the ball there, but again, unable to control it and lose the ball over the sideline. And the man is back up, and we are once again ready to go. Kenya maintaining their strong defense, while DRC took the attempt, but the ball is back in the hands as it was rebounded by Erang Kabongo down the floor. And this might be our first basket attempt. Nothing. DRC collect the rebound. Basola there again for the DR team. And they're back down the floor, whereas Luqueño takes the open shot. He makes the basket. We will wait to see what the ref has called, because there was a whistle just before he took the attempt. No basket, unfortunately, for him, as there was an offensive foul by the DRC team, and it is Kenya's ball again. The ball going from Bendu over to Arena. Some crucial players for the Kenyan team so far, as number 9 there takes the first attempt for them, but is unable to get that to go. And DRC not able to control the rebound, which gives Kenya the offensive attack again in their front court. Arena will be inbounding the ball for Kenya, and he sends it over to Cabo. Cabo takes the attempted shot but doesn't make that, and DRC is back down the floor as Luqueño feeds it over to Basola. Basola finds number 7, Bendera. Basola takes the attempt, unable to connect, and with Kenya with a fast break there as Bendu takes the shot but isn't able to make it as he hits just under the rim. Basola attacking, finds the open man, but still no connection as we sit scoreless so far, as both teams up and down the floor but unable to convert. And another turnover, unfortunately, and that will put the ball back into the hands of Basola, who is ready to inbound that, with Kenya already waiting in that full court press. But they are able to get over the front line, and it's 1-on-1, 2-on-1 all the way, and he scores the basket. And that is Mazamba, number 15 for the DRC team. Kenya, of course, trying to break through DR's attempted full court, and just like that, they have their own attempt as Bendu is unable to connect. And there's a lot of trading of offensive runs here. As Bendera doesn't get the attempt at the basket, but he is back on the floor. The basket goes up, nothing. And with that call from the ref, the ball will go back into the hands of Kenya, as he was called on a violation. As we just wait there for the technical issue, as the player is being looked after on the sideline over there. And that actually allows DRC to come back and set up a full court press once again. As you can see there, Bendera and Basola have picked up full court, and they are just making sure that Kenya have a very difficult time getting that ball across the line. And a sub has been called for the number 4 from DRC, and that is Basola. So he will have to take time and he receives it, and he does have the lane. He passes that ahead to his waiting teammates, and like that they have broken through the press, and they are in their front court looking for that open man inside. He is inside, gets the stop, is able to connect, and just like that, Kenya are on the board, and it is a 2-up game as DRC sit on 2 points, and they quickly find Bahati in the front court, and he connects. And I think we have finally found our rhythm as both teams are able to convert. And the hustle. That hustle play, we'll see one of these two teams take the advantage, as the foul does get called on the Kenyans, and DRC will have the side ball inbound. It was a holding foul called. Bahati has the ball. He finds Mudumbu, who is unable to connect on that attempt. Kenya out with the rebound, but they will take the opportunity to dribble it over the line. Bundi and an offensive foul by DRC, as a charge was called, forward pushing while in contact. Of course, that is a foul, so DRC will again be having the opportunity. And if you can see there, the captain, who is Justin Bahati, obviously giving his team good direction, able to find the man inside who has been waiting, who doesn't connect on the shot, but they do retain the ball with that rebound from Bahati once again. He takes the open shot, unable to connect. It is still the DRC ball with multiple rebounds, but Kenya are able to collect that one, and they are back down the floor as Brian Bundi gets, unfortunately, caught up in front of the Kenyans. And with that charge called, it is DRC's ball once again. Mazamba with the ball. Mazamba goes around, finds, unable to actually find. He was looking for his teammate there. Kenya able to walk away with that one. And he just about holds on to the ball for too long, but he does actually get the foul in his favor, as DRC is called for the holding foul. So Kenya will be able to inbound that ball from the sideline. And the ball is in play. Bundi with the ball right now as he dribbles around onto the side. Still looking for an open teammate, not finding anything. But he does find Arinda, who just about takes it, but it is a shot clock violation. And Coach Morris Omar making a substitution on the floor as he takes out Evans Onyangu. And Kenya, of course, with another full court press. But DRC are able to get over the line. Kenya just about gets their hands on the ball, but lose control. And the player is on the floor, but he's able to get back up there with the help of his teammate. DRC ball once again as they find Mundomba. Mundomba unable to get that pass into the hands of his teammates. Kenya have the ball and they are on the attack in the front court. Couple of fumbles there, but they are able to keep the ball, and they unfortunately pass that into the hands of DRC, and DRC trying to break past this full court press by Kenya, and the 8-second violation has been called, and of course that means Kenya's offense or defense is forcing, of course, some mistakes there from DRC, and that sees, of course, this game go in their favor as they will have the offensive attack once again. Arinza finds his teammate unable to connect as it bounces right off the back of the rim, and DRC are quick with the fast break attempt as Bendera is fouled on that fast break. Both teams not wanting to give up anything for their opponents as he unfortunately overplays the defense and picks up a foul. That is Kenya's fourth foul in this quarter. And it is still a side ball for now, but of course the next one will be a shooting foul. Bendera takes the shot, and he gets that one to go, and that pushes DRC's lead by 4 points as they sit on 6 points there. Kenya obviously facing their own full court press coming in from DRC as the captain Basola makes good on that defense, able to find a waiting teammate open, but not able to connect. And Kenya back down the floor with the trailing defense, and this might just be their open opportunity to collect those 2 points. Unable to make that first attempt, and with his own rebound, he is able to put that back up for 2 more points. And again, just to remind you, both of these teams, of course, looking to push and advance their placements in this tournament. With DRC looking for their first win and Kenya looking for a second one. This might be a situation of playing into the 4th position with, of course, the top 3 having been isolated so far as South Africa, Egypt, and Libya, who Kenya lost to already. They lost to Egypt and Libya. They will be facing South Africa tomorrow. But it speaks to that 4th position in the playoff placements as he was able to roll into that one, that Martin, and he will be going to the free throw line as DRC created that foul just as he was attempting the basket. and Coach Omar making some substitutes as we see Amen Odidao back on the floor for the first time in this game. Martin takes his first free throw. Ooh, and it just about bounces out. It had connected with the rim, but unable to sink. And with his second one, not able to connect again, but Kenya are able to get in the path of DRC, and as the tip-off of that rebound will stay in their possession. Arena inbounds to Bundi. Bundi finds Odido inside, but unfortunately he does get called for the travel there as he spun around a little bit on the receiving of the pass. Kenya still sticking with their full court press, and DRC making good on breaking through the press. They find Luquinho in the front court, and he is able to collect 2 more points for DRC. Their full court press works in their favor as they are able to tip that back, but Kenya able to just about keep that ball in their possession as Bundi gets dribbling around, but unfortunately stuck on his own teammate, and DRC back down the floor, but back into the hands of the Kenyan team there, the under-23 nationals, of course, of their country, as Arena takes the shot, but he is unable to connect. DRC sends that a little too hard over the man, and of course, back in the hands of Arena. Arena, unfortunately, passes that to a waiting Basola, who did read that quite well. And there was contact on that one, and it has been called in the favor of Kenya, I believe. And yes, a charge was called there by our ref, Ahmed Kadir from Egypt. And the timeout has been called by Coach Morris Omar. And that will see both teams going to the bench, of course, with an 8-4 lead for DRC. And let's have a look at this last minute of the first quarter as we see what Coach Omar has drawn up for his Kenyan boys. Of course, they've got the sideline inbound right now, and we see them kind of set up something. Arena with the ball on the sideline, so he will be inbounding that. And he inbounds that to Bundi. Bundi looks to find his teammate. He does, who is inside, takes the shot, and he gets that to go. Coach, you can attest to the fact that your team executed that well, and that's how you want to see timeouts kind of go, you know. DRC right back down the floor. Bendera finds the cutting Bahati. Bahati turns it around, finds his teammate under the rim, who is able to connect, and just like that, we are back to trading baskets, and DRC stays in the front court, of course, to press Kenya there, as these last couple of seconds are winding down for this quarter. Kenya have the ball. He passes it to a waiting Odido. Odido gets the shot, but it bounces right back out, and the rebound is in the hands of Luquinho. Bendera goes all the way. Bendera passes to Mazamba. Mazamba unable to connect on anything. And he does get called for the 3 seconds inside of the paint as he was looking around to find some teammates. And Kenya have a short inbound, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first quarter. DRC sitting on 10 points and Kenya sitting on 6. And we are back with the Kenyans starting the second quarter with the possession. And they are quickly down the floor as that was a long inbound there from Arena. And unfortunately, a 3-second call is made by the referee, Zokipa Mtembu. This is our South African referee, of course, who is officiating in this game. With an interesting first quarter just passed with 10 points to DRC and 6 points to Kenya. Of course, again, teams are looking for that ultimate important win, and DRC are pushing their agenda with that basket made there by George's Bendera. And of course, they are back into a full court press. At this point, I think that is the staple for the defensive setup. It is a full court press, and of course, a recover and return back to home base once Kenya has broken through. And Kenya are able to pass it around a couple more times. But DRC with some hands in the way. But the contact is called against DRC, which will give Kenya another opportunity to press the advantage. And Mazamba with the tip on that ball, but Kenya is able to pick that up in the backcourt again. So just like that, it is back in the hands of Kenya. But the foul is called. A charge is called against Kenya, and that will give DRC the advantage. And another basket there by DRC as they go 4 points up in this new quarter before Kenya has been able to score. And because of that, the timeout has been called. And just some information there. We are live from the Mandeville Sports Indoor Sports Center, located in Johannesburg in the east side of Joburg in the Bez Valley. And we are bringing you the IWBF Under-23 Men's African Qualifiers. And, of course, the one top team from this tournament will be qualifying for a trip to Brazil, which is happening in June, where they will face off against some of the world's best and the world championships. And of course, teams like these two teams are first-time participants in these qualifiers, and it's a great thing to see, as it speaks to the development of para sports across Africa and the involvement of countries and the growing interest in the game. And Kenya are back down the floor, having gone up against again that DRC full court, but with a out of bounds run there by Kenya. The ball is back in the hands of DRC. Kenya sitting with one win, of course, out of the three that they've had, have an opportunity to put themselves in a position to make it into the playoffs. Of course, out of the 6 nations that are here today at this tournament, 4 of them will be going into the playoff series with a semi-final and final, of course, to crown that champion of Africa in the under-23 men's division. As Bendera takes the shot, unable to connect, but the ball is quickly back in the hands of DRC. Again, with their full court man, allows them to quickly be able to create the offensive opportunity. And just like that, the foul was committed by Kenya, and it was a shooting foul, so they will be sending Mazamba to the free throw line, shooting 2. And he misses his first of 2 free throws. And it just bounces off the back of the rim on the second attempt. He gets the rebound, takes it again. DRC's number 9, who is Lukenyeo. And it is in the hands of Bahati. Bahati over to the waiting Lukenyeo, who does collect 2 more points for DRC. And, of course, they immediately go into that full court press. And they almost get the ball back from Kenya, but Bendu is able to get that open look at the rim, not able to connect, but he's able to get the rebound and gets fouled as he was shooting, as Lukenyeo fouled Kenya's Odido, who will be going to the free throw line now. DRC sitting with a 10-point lead. Not to say it's comfortable, but right now it does give them a bit of leeway. But of course they are looking to push that, and Kenya, of course, trying to close the gap. And they will do well for themselves if they keep pushing and keep getting those fouls called. Odido takes his first attempt, but doesn't hit the rim. And on the second, we wait for the lineup players from Kenya, Arena and Bendu, Bundi. And he makes good on his second free throw, as Odido is able to collect 1 more point for Kenya and pushes that score to 7 points. As Mazambo able to go all the way, is able to find the man, but nothing connects for them. Just about pushes the Kenyan over the line with a little bit of hands in the way there, and as he swerved out, he went over the line. So it is DRC's ball. The hustle is real, ladies and gentlemen, and as each of these teams are playing for something great here. They are playing for a chance to be in the top 4 that will be going into the playoffs, as Bendera, unfortunately, with his shot attempt, will be in a jump ball situation. And the ball has been tipped, of course, back. And lucky for him, that particular jump ball situation was in the favor of DRC. So they retain the ball. And Mazamba takes the shot again. And he is able to connect this time around. And that is 2 more points for DRC as they are sitting on 18 points to 7 against the Kenyans. And of course, as you can see there, they are eagerly waiting for that the defensive assignment, which is a full court press. And they are able to steal the ball there as Bendera, but he passes it into the hands of a Kenyan who was also waiting for that. And he gets fouled. And the ball is in for Kenya. Comes off of the screen. Takes the shot and he makes that. The bank is open on a Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful shot there. Taken and made. Bendera back down the floor. Quickly down the floor. Almost loses it, but he's able to retain it. Into the hands of Bahati. Bahati waiting to find his open player. Bendera over to Lukenyo. Lukenyo over to Bendera. The foul was called, and it was a shooting foul, so he will be going to the free throw line. And Bahati will be shooting 2 free throws. Unable there as it just about a short ball and it touched the rim. So if he just puts a little bit more power into that, which he does, but then it goes over the back there and Bandera collects the rebound for DRC. DRC finds Bahati, but he loses that over the baseline and it is the Kenyan ball once again. Arena will be inbounding, and of course on the front line you've got Kilonzo as number 15, but he skips that over to the hands of Odido. Odido unfortunately passes it back to DRC. Bahati has the ball for DRC. He finds Bundi, who is unable to connect on that very long 2 attempt. Kenya almost loses the ball there, and they actually do lose the ball with that one as the passing is not connecting, and DRC making good on their connections. But he loses the ball as well. Nope, and it is back in the Kenyan's hands. Kenya has an open look at the basket, and he is able to connect, and they've pushed quite the lead in this quarter, having gone from the beginning of the quarter, which was 10 to 6 points, and they've scored another 10 more points in these sub 5 minutes of the second quarter. Foul is called by our chief crew, Saoud, Mr. Faisal Saoud from Morocco. And the baseline inbound will be taken by Mazamba. Played into the hands of Bahati. Bahati takes the baseline shot, overshoots it. Rebound was collected but unable to connect. Kenya collecting the rebound, but unfortunately the missed connections on those outlet passes leads to a basket by Bandera, who was in the right place at the right time for DRC. Kenya, of course, having to press break, and they are able to, as he rolls all the way alone to the rim, but unable to make good on that well-executed press break by Kenya. As Lukenyo trying to give Mazamba the ball there. Mazamba not able to connect. But Lukenyo gets his hand on the ball, and it will stay in there to their advantage, as the ball is a DRC's ball. Bendera with the ball right now. Baseline shot taken just off the front of the rim. Kenya need to make sure they secure their rebounds, and it is a jump ball situation. And that will be Kenya's offensive possession off of that jump ball, as Coach Morris Omar calls the timeout for his boys. And of course, having witnessed his previous timeout with the well execution by his players, we're going to look to see what his current plan is. I do believe it is the Kenyan ball. So Kenya will need to inbound. They are inbounding off of the baseline. And Kenya are able to get it over the line into the play. But again, they are having to play so hard against this full court press by DRC. But the call was made, and a stop game will have a substitution happening on the Kenyan bench. And we see number 6 going out for number 4, and that number 4 is James Kabo. DRC with the inbound, and they take the open shot, but unable to connect, and the rebound still there as Bahati passes that to Lukenyo, but it is coming off the front of the rim. Kenya able to connect, but again the outlet passes are being passed into the hands of DRC, who place themselves in such great positions, and Bahati able to convert for DRC with those 2 extra points there for themselves. And this full court press is in full swing, ladies and gentlemen. So Kenya either are able to break through it quite well, as which they do. They are in the front court. It is a 2-on-1 play. Unable to make the basket. A follow-up fast break by DRC will have Bendera going to the rim, collecting those 2 points there for the DRC team. Arena trying to find Kabo. Kabo is able to pass that over the line into the hands of Bundi. Bundi goes for the basket. He just about off the front rim. Pascal Lukenyo with that rebound there for DRC, who is able to pass it into the front. It is a 2-on-1. Bendera with the basket made. Basket is good, and there was a pushing foul, so he will be going to the free throw line to turn that 2 points into a 3-point play if he is successful on this free throw. Bendera, but it comes off the front. It is DRC rebound back in the hands of Bendera. Good hands there by the Kenyan. He is forced to take slightly uncomfortable shot, but again, DRC doing well to place themselves in positions, and they are not able to convert on that attempt there. So it is a Kenyan ball. And Kenya having to find the man. Ooh, and with that. He crossed the line into the backcourt, of course, and that is a backcourt violation. It is DRC's ball once again. DRC again sitting with a 17-point lead in this first half. We've got 2 more minutes of this game. Luqueño took the shot but not able to connect. Kenya struggling to get out. They unfortunately were not able to get out, so that is an 8-second violation. DRC's full court press really putting on the brakes for the Kenyans' offensive campaign, and it is something to definitely look at, and in terms of how they want to just collectively make their passes and work as a team to kind of get into the offense. They are able to collect off of a bad pass there by DRC. They find the man in the front court, but again, not able to connect with those passes. DRC with the ball. Basola passes it to Mazambo. Mazamba passes it to Bahati. Bahati finds Bendera. Bendera takes the shot. The rebound is collected by Luqueño, but he's unable to connect. And Kenya, fast break attempt, but good hands there by Mazamba, puts the ball back in DRC's hands. Bendera to Bahati. Bahati with the 2 points as they hit the 30-point mark in this first half. What a performance by the DRC team, who have looked very amazing in that full court press, which has gained them so much advantage. Nothing for the Kenyans, but he is able to steal that ball away from them. Finds the open man. Ooh, and it just about bounces back out of the rim there. The attempt was taken by Bundi. Bundi is able to put his hands on the ball, and it goes over the line. It is still a DRC ball. And a wild inbound there by DRC puts the ball back in the hands of an open Kenyan player, but unable to connect. The rebound is back in their hands, not able to get it to go. As Luqueño holding the ball high, gives it over to Mazamo. Back down the floor. Just about finds Bendera. Bendera not able to connect on those 2-point attempts. And a quick break as we get the player back on top of his wheels. And these are the last 20 seconds of the second quarter, which is the last seconds of the first half. Kenya attempting to break this full court press. They are able to get into the front court as Bundi takes the attempt, but off the front of the rim, gets nothing. DRC, ball is in the hands of Bahati. Bahati passes it to Bendera. And that is the end of the period. An electrifying first half there. Amazing performance by the DRC team, putting them at 30 points to Kenya's 9 points. I will see you in the second half when we are ready to roll with this game. doesn't get called, right? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the start of the second half in this matchup between the Democratic Republic of Congo versus the Kenyans. And the under-23 teams, of course, are competing to attempt a qualification for the under-23 World Championships by IWBF. DRC's first attempt in this second half, not able to connect as Kenya are quickly up back down the floor, but nothing is able to connect for them. Either team is unable to get anything to go in the initial minute of this quarter. Bendera takes the shot for DRC. The ball is back in the hands of Bahati, but he's also unable to connect. A bit of a loose ball on the floor, and Kenya unfortunately loses over the line. And of course, we've just witnessed the first half, which put DRC at 30 points and Kenya at 9. And if we just kind of have a reflective moment and we look at what the scores have looked like, Bendera, number 7 from DRC, leading the pack with 10 points and 8 rebounds, while closely followed by Mazamba, who has 8 points, as well as followed up by Luqueño, who is putting up 6 points there for the team. Of course, the collective effort, seeing them sitting with those 30 points, as Kenya have been led by Kilonzo, number 15, who had 4 points, while James Cabo and Bundi were able to collect 2 each. And of course, they've helped their team a bit there. That successful inbound has Bahati just off the baseline. No basket call, but he will be going to shoot 2. And we are yet to see a basket coming in from either team. And this is something that happened both in the first quarter and second quarter. You know, it kind of takes them a little bit of some time to kind of find their stride and connect on the basket. But of course, we've got Bahati for DRC on the line, and he is already sitting with 6 points, 2 total rebounds. And we're going to see if he can put DRC on the board in this second half. And again, this is a reminder, we are coming to you live from Mandeville Indoor Sports Arena. This is in Johannesburg, South Africa. And we are here for the IWBF Under-23 Africa World Cup World Champs qualifiers. Of course, one team will be going from this tournament over there to Brazil, Sao Paulo in June, to compete against some of the world's best Under-23 teams. And of course, Africa's best will be going, and that's what we're crowning here this week. And the finals, which are happening on the 12th, of course, will be crowning the champions of Africa in the under-23 men's competition. And a bit of a cleanup being done on the court as Joburg weather unrelenting as a thunderstorm has rolled in off of such a hot and beautiful day here in the sunny Johannesburg, with that little bit of a cleanup happening. Both of the teams are at their bench, and coaches are able to get a little bit of a bit more coaching happening before they will resume. And the call for the resume has been made. And of course, we go back to our last scenario, which was Bahati on the free throw line. And we have Bendera number 7 and Lukineo number 9 for DRC lining up, as well as Odido, Bundi, and Ilonzo for Kenya lined up in their defensive stance. Bahati unable to connect on his first free throw. Fixes his shot and he gets that one well at the bottom of the net, as that was such a beautifully made shot. And again, like we witnessed in the first half, the full court press by DRC as Kenya is being counted in for the inbound. And unfortunately, miscommunication from the players there have the ball back in DRC's hands. And Lukineo able to put 2 up. And just like that, we have the first 2-point basket for DRC. Of course, 3 points up now. Full court press there, but Kenya able to break through. Bundi finding his teammate, but so did Lukeneo, able to get his hands inside. And he quickly finds Bahati in the front court. Ooh, with a nice and smooth 2 points. And the ball is played in as Odido trying to find a way through, as he does. Between him and Bundi, they are able to press break. Wow. Well executed. Finding the open man in the front court who takes a shot, unable to connect. Gets the rebound. Oof. Same attempted shot. So the ball is now in DRC's hands. Bahati comes off of the back of his teammates. Has to stop a bit short there. Bendera over to Lukeneo. Back to Bahati. Gets the rebound again. Not able to connect, but Lukeneo there for cleanup as he gets those 2 points for DRC. And of course, Kenya have taken quite the lead again in this quarter. Oh, DRC. Kenya still looking to find out to get themselves out of the backcourt. Lukeneo unable to connect. Rebound is collected by Odido. And they are attempting to go into the front court, but that came off the wheels of Cabo, and the ball is now back in the hands of DRC. Coach Omar is making some substitutions as we see Cabo as well as Mutai into the game. And DRC takes the 2-point shots, not able to connect. Cabo with the rebound, and he will set off Kenya as they go into the front. They are able to get into the front court. Almost dribbled all the way there alone, but well placed. Lukeneo is able to draw the offensive charge. And Kenya needs to be careful, as that is 3 fouls in this quarter already. Kenya settling for going back home into the keys to set up their defense, but the defense not exactly all that set up, as Mazo almost got into the key there. Mazamba looks for Lucanio. Lucanio finds Bahati. Bahati not able to connect on that. And the hustle is real from Lucanio, and both Martin Lucanio with the ball, just dribbling around there on the 3-point line. But he then loses it. A foul call has been made. And that will be Kenya's 4th foul in this quarter. With 6 minutes to go, that is a dangerous situation to be in, because if DRC picks up on that and keeps and keeps driving on them, that's foul trouble. That's the free throw line for the rest of this quarter. And Lucanio takes the shot there for DRC, just off the front of the rim. Bahati not able, he gets his hand on the ball, but not able to actually collect the loose ball, and Kenya will be inbounding there on the side. Of course, DRC are right there with that full court press of theirs, but Kenya able to inbound it to Cabo. Cabo is looking to find the teammates. They do have a man who is alone. He is there to take the shot, and he collects the 2 points, which puts Kenya in double digits for this game, as they now sit with 11 points. Bahati taking too long there, and Kenya able to get the defensive play and steal the ball from them. Still looking to break through, as they are able to, but almost losing the ball with that reception. Bundi has the ball. Back over to Cabo. Cabo finds Martin. Martin finds Bundi again. Bundi is called for the offensive charge, and that will be his 3rd personal foul, while the team has now officially gone into foul trouble, and lucky for them it wasn't offensive, so they will not be sending anybody to the free throw line. And DRC, okay, back down the floor. Mazamba not able to connect on the pass, and Kenya immediately into the front court, and it is a fast break, but he loses the ball. Oh, and Bundi was able to be there for cleanup, who is then able to convert another 2 points for the Kenyans, and that pushes their score to 13 points. DRC coming across the line there. Mazamba with the ball. Bahati inside, and he takes the shot, and he makes the shot, and that is your and one play right there, and he will be going to the free throw line. And the referee just stopping there, as he needed to communicate the fact that this ball is live. This is an and one play, so the shot goes up, unable to connect, and it is rolling out of bounds, as Kenya now have the ball once again. But a substitution needs to be made on the Kenyan bench. And we will see Arena coming onto the floor for Martin, who will be going back out. Arena, of course, the usual guy who takes the inbound, but it is quickly inbounded there. And Bundi able to connect with Cabo. Cabo trying to see himself. Lined up in front of the rim. Takes a shot and not able to connect. Bendera with the rebound. Mazamba over to Bahati, who does get fouled. He is fouled by Dan Steven Martin. And with that foul, he will be going to the free throw line. And in terms of just talking about his free throws, in the first half, Justin Bahati had 0 of 2 attempts. But with the last line up to the free throw, unable to connect there as well. So we're still waiting to see him make a free throw. And a bit of a cleanup being done on the floor. Like we said, Joburg weather not being kind to us, as it's creating havoc on the floor for us. Bahati was not able to connect on the first free throw. He doesn't get the second one, but Lukineo was there for cleanup, and he did well, and he was able to get 2 more points for the Congolese. Ball is in the hands of Arena. Arena is going all the way. He does stop, looking to find his teammate. He does find a teammate. A call has been made. And it is a pushing foul called against DRC. It will be a side ball inbound for the Kenyans. Oh, well, baseline inbound. And with that cleanup being done there, we are good to go. Thumbs up there from referee Mutembu. Oh, Bahati actually tipped the ball away, but into the hands of Bundi. Bundi wasn't able to connect. And DRC have the ball, and they are back down the floor. Bendera looking around to find his teammate. He does find Mazamba. Mazamba in the front court. But the ball is lost over the free throw, over the baseline. And Kenya are down the floor into the front court. They do have the advantage, but Bendera gets his hands in there, and Mazamba able to pick up and pass into the front court for DRC. Well-placed defense by Kenya. Will have the ball just rolling over the baseline for as they will then collect that, the possession of the ball there. Arena passes it in to Cabo, Ereng Cabo. Cross, and Ed actually is not able to complete the press break. DRC there, but changes in passes as Kenya are still trying to find themselves crossing the line, but pass right into the hands of awaiting Lukanyeo. Kenya go out into the front court, and Bundi is alone. Doesn't connect, a little too hard off the backboard, and that bounces over the front rim. Kenya getting back onto defense, trying to stop the advance, but Bendera says, I'm unstoppable, and he collects those 2 points. And DRC are sitting on a very, very comfortable 30-point lead against the Kenyans. And I think with that performance, they will see themselves with a very great chance of making it into the playoff, which will take 4 teams out of the 6 that are here for this tournament into a semis and finals playoff. And we have our first foul out as number 11, Dan Steve Martin, fouls out for the Kenyan team with that last foul there. And again, like I had mentioned earlier in this quarter, is that they collected 5 fouls quite early in the first 5 minutes of this quarter. And that sends Bahati, captain Justin Bahati, to the free throw line, and he's able to make good on the first one, but doesn't get the second one to go as it just bounces out of the rim there, with James Ereng Kabo collecting the rebound for Kenya. He's able to pass that into the hands of Kilonzo. Kilonzo rolls all the way through, and he's able to get 2 more points for the Kenyans. Now, considering that Kenya does have 1 win in the bag, and DRC are attempting to go for their first win in this competition. Ooh, and again, like I said, they are definitely going for this win. There's still quite the chance for either of these teams to make it into the playoffs. And some assistance is called again there by the volunteers so that they may clean up some wet spots on the floor there. And the ball is in the hands of Bundi. Bundi goes down the floor, but he goes into the middle lane. So he's looking for his way through. He does find a way through there, and he's able to dribble around, looking for an open teammate. Ball in the hands of Bendera. Bendera pass, outlet pass into the hands of Bahati. Bahati and Lukenyeo in the front court, able to take that 2-man game all the way to the rim, and that gets them those baskets, ladies and gentlemen, as DRC, like I said, looking to walk away with this win, and that will be their first of the tournament. DRC had faced Kenya and Libya, had faced Egypt and Libya in the last 2 days. DRC, unfortunately, suffering losses. No, they actually faced Egypt and South Africa, and they suffered losses there. They are still looking to be playing Liberia and Libya, and with this 3rd game for themselves, they have a chance to win. Kenya able to get into the front court, take these shots, but not able to connect. And it's the very quick outlet, strong outlet there, pass into the front court. Bahati takes the shot, doesn't get the basket to fall. And a change is being made. And a fumble by Kenya will give the ball back to DRC. Bahati has the ball for DRC. hands go up by his teammates on the opposite side of the floor, but he wasn't able to get that into their hands, and it is the end of the quarter just like that, and unawares, nobody saw that coming, and we get caught at the end of the quarter. We're closing that quarter out, and that's part of the game, with DRC sitting on 48 points and Kenya sitting on 15. And we're back into it as a DRC takes the shot, but not able to connect. Bendera hitting the side of the backboard. Long outlet pass there, and unfortunately, Kilonzo not able to connect with the ball, and it rolled over the baseline. It is DRC. This is, again, the fourth quarter. We have just started the final quarter of this game. DRC sits quite comfortably with a 33-point lead, and if they keep to it, I mean, look, comeback stories are not impossible. There would have to be some major changes in the Kenyan side of things, but we will, of course, witness that story unfold as Bundi was able to take the attempt, but because of the foul, missed the shot. He will be going to the free throw line. That was, of course, a shooting foul. And like I said, so we have a special conundrum in this situation. So just having looked at the log, right, we've got 6 teams. 3 are clear in the top part of it, right? This being South Africa, Egypt, and Libya. And then we've got the bottom 3 teams, which would be your DRC, your Kenya, and your Liberia. Each of those 3 teams are sitting with 1 win and losses to the top 3 teams. Liberia having picked up a forfeit win against DRC, as DRC looked to win this game. Kenya having beaten Liberia, are also sitting with a one game win. So it's going to be interesting to see who makes it into that 4th place, who will be going into the playoff series, of course, who will either be facing South Africa, Egypt, or Libya in your bracket playoff for your semi-final. That attempt there, which was an unsportsmanlike call, sees Kenya unable to connect on both of the free throws. They do retain possession. Kilonzo takes the shot, rolls off of the rim. The rebound outlet back into the hands of Kenya. They find Kilonzo, who was open, not able to connect. Bundi lines himself up, nothing. Cabo takes the shot. Ooh, again, nothing so far. And finally, Odido was there for the cleanup, and he gets two more points for the Kenyans. DRC all the way into the front court, and he is able to make good there. Lukunyeo for DRC. And Kenya looking to break out of that press. Bundi gets fouled as he was going for that. Oh, it was Odido. And he gets fouled, so he will be going to the free throw line. And it seems we've seen a change in foul distribution as DRC quickly picks up 2 fouls in this fourth quarter, while Kenya sits foulless thus far. Not able to connect on that, and as he didn't touch the rim, that ball will be then a sideline inbound that Bahati from DRC takes for them. Justin Bahati, the captain, and he goes down the floor almost all the way there, cruises into it, waits for Bandera, who's lined himself up inside the key. Bandera took the shot, not able to connect. Lukanyewo able to collect the rebound off the baseline. And DRC are back with the offensive attempt. Lukanyewo with the shot inside. Rolls off the rim. Rebound by Kenya, but they lose the ball. Bandera with that low block off the backboard shot. And that pushes DRC over the 50-point mark, as they said, with 52 points. And these 52 points will do well in that contribution towards the tie break between the bottom 3 teams who are sitting with 1 win and a couple of losses. So how that's going to work, of course, it will contribute to the overall points system. And of course, when we look at the log standings, eventually, if we're sitting with 1 win and 3 losses, all with the same distribution of those wins and losses, it will go down to a head-to-head. And if head-to-head doesn't work, it does go down into your points. And pushing the point agenda will work in your favor. So as you can see, DRC sitting with about 35 points in front of Kenya. Kenya, of course, not wanting to relent anything as they continue to push. And we see James Kabo able to collect 2 more points, and that pushes them just slightly closer to the 20-point mark, but still sitting on 19 points. And Kenya have gone back into a zone defense, which sees DRC able to get all the way much closer than what they've had throughout the game, but they are able to go, take a shot. It comes off. They're able to collect their own rebounds, and then they are able to finish off with that, as that inbound play there gets interesting for Kenya, and they are able to break out of their full court press. Back down the floor. It becomes a 4-on-2. Cabos sits themselves inside, but not able to hit the rim, and the ball goes over the baseline. Bahati rolling into this offense as his 2 players are able to break into the key. Bandera does well for DRC, and he's collected. I do believe he's in the lead when it comes to points contributed by the players here today. He's done so well to be both on the offensive board as well as the defensive board, collecting rebounds and making sure, obviously, the momentum is there. What a solid performance by the DRC team. DRC, Bahati takes a shot, but it comes off the front of the rim. Kenya, Skabo collects the rebound. And a little bit of crossing paths, of course, just to clear the defense out of the way. And it works for them, but not making sure on the receiving of the pass, as Lukanyewo doesn't connect on the fast break attempt. Ball is in the hands of Arini. Arini trying to control it, but unable to control the ball there, and that will go back into the hands of the Congolese. And a timeout has been called. And DRC sitting with 56 points, Kenya sitting with 9. We've got just over 5 minutes more to go of this this encounter, this Middle African encounter. You've got, your Democratic Republic of Congo, who have flown their under-23 boys to come through to this tournament, as well as your Kenyans coming in. These are both countries who are first-time participants in the African Championship for the under-23 qualifiers, and it is such a beautiful experience to have them here and, of course, grow the game of para-sports and wheelchair basketball across the African continent. And we are quickly out of the timeouts. Both teams back on the floor before the end of that timeout period. Ready to roll. And Bahati has the ball for DRC. Top pick is set for him by number 11 there, Martin. He's able to find Lukanyewo inside. Lukanyewo takes the shot and he gets it to go. He's done very well for himself in that almost key inside, just outside of the mid-range. So making sure, again, the full court press is in effect. Kenya struggling to find a connection for the pass. Bahati not able to connect with his attempt there. Kenya over to Bundu. Bundi takes the attempt and he is able to get the team over the 20-point mark as they sit on 21 points. Not able to find Lukanyewo, who was trying to break into the key. Arini not able to connect. Bundi collected the rebound. Passed it back out to Arini. It is now in the hands of Kilonzo. Kilonzo back to Bundi. Bundi takes the shot. Doesn't make it. Chases the ball down. So he does have the rebound again. Still in the position. But just as he was able to steal the ball, because he fell down, that being Cabo, because he fell down, of course, you can't have any interference with the ball once you are on the floor, and he actually caught it, and on his way down, that becomes a turnover, and that sees the ball going back into the hands of the DRC under 23. Four more minutes of this encounter. As off camera there were some substitutes being made, and Mr. Saud waiting there for the exchange to happen, and we are back into play. Bahati finds number 8, a new face on the floor for us, Onyango, who was in the right space at the right time, and another 2 more points as they hit the 60-point mark. They're sitting at 39 points. They could very easily make it 40, and I think it will do well to cover that gap that they lost in the initial result of the matchup with Liberia, which actually saw them with a forfeit, this being DRC. So Bahati passes it to Bendera. Bendera doesn't connect. First attempt, second attempt, third rebound, he passes that back out. But that is not good to go, so Kenya are back down the floor. Still trying to fight past the defensive intensity of DRC. Bahati was there forcing an uncomfortable pass, so he's rewarded for his efforts with that attempt, but it doesn't fall for the team, so Kenya in the front court. Arina with the ball, he passes it back to Kilonzo. Kilonzo lines himself up and he makes good on that shot attempt there. And Kenya are waiting in a zone defense there. A switch up from, of course, the initial man-to-man as well as full court that they played in the first half. That does allow Bendera to kind of roll around all the way from one side of the court to the other. But active hands by Kenya don't allow DRC to get the shot up comfortably. And they're still passing the ball around. Shot clock is winding down, unaware. And Kenyan defense gets to work, and they are able to force a 24-second violation. And it is a side ball inbound. And almost all the DRC players are still in the front court, hoping to hold the Kenyans from crossing that line. Ball has been inbound. They break through it. They are able to cross over the line. They do have the numbers in the front court. Bundi takes his time, looking for Arini. Arini opting to give it to Kilonzo, who is able to connect for him, you know. Good decision by Arini. He knows what his strengths are and what his teammates' strengths are, and that pass is able to collect 2 more points for them. Bahati again comes down the floor, goes around the play, takes the shots prematurely, but it is not good to go, and Kenya will actually have the advantage, but they are not able to be there for the long rolling out of bounds ball. Bit of a fumble there, but ball is back in the hands of Bahati. Bahati trying to find Bendera, who was going inside. Kenya trying to push. They do, and the ball will be theirs. Their hustle and their effort is paying off. Gives them the offensive advantage. Arini inbounds to Cabo. Cabo takes the dribble. Waits to see. Arini looks around. Takes the shot. It is picked up for Onyango. And that becomes a jumble situation that favors Kenya. So they will retain the ball position. But unfortunately, the shot clock had run out. So there'd been no change of possession. And although the jump ball was achieved and it was their possession, there was a shot clock violation. Slow roll. Bahati takes the three-point attempt, but it doesn't connect, just comes off of the rim, and that comes down off the baseline. And DRC are relentless with their full court press. They are not giving anything. Even with a 35-point lead, they are not leaving anything to chance as they make sure that defensively they are there. But they are also overly there as they draw the foul, and it will be Kenya's inbound. Arena over to Bundi. Oh. Likinyewo got his hands on it there, so it did go over the baseline, but it was off DRC, so it is Kenya's ball. And Arini sets up he sets up Bundi to take the side ball shot there, and he's able to connect on that backboard jumper there. 3-point attempt. Ooh. And he gets that to go. Likanyeo pulling out on the last couple of seconds of this game as he just, rolls into that 3-point attempt and he gets it to go. What a beautiful shot there by Likanyeo. Kenya will have a last attempt. Oh, nothing falls for the Kenyans. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the fourth quarter, and that is the end of the game. We just witnessed the Kenyans taking on DRC. DRC walk away with a very strong and dominant performance, having closed that out with 63 points and 27 to the Kenyans. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. My name is Gina Panyana, and we are live from Mandeville Indoor Sports Center. These are the IWBF Under-23 World Champ